Hello, again. Welcome back. We're in my extremely tiny kitchen. So, this is the day after my dramatic farewell to Taco Bell video, which was entirely too long, but I don't know how to edit stuff down yet. I'm going to try to keep this one under like 15, 20 minutes. Hopefully it works out. So, I just tried to lean on the handle of my stove and it made very alarming noises, so I'm not going to touch that again. I have all the ingredients here for my meal prep to get started on keto. I haven't eaten since Taco Bell because I'm fasting, because creepy motherfucker on the front of this book says so. I'm fucking hungry. So hungry. Like, looking at this raw salmon, I'd eat this right now raw. I mean, I'm a fan of sushi, but obviously not like Kroger salmon been touched by 5 people without gloves on sushi. The way my meal prep is gonna work is in the morning, I'm going to have coffee. But it's not just any coffee. It's keto coffee. You know, the stuff that causes diarrhea. It's gonna be great. So the keto coffee is 12 ounces of brewed coffee, coconut oil or ghee. I don't know what the fuck ghee is, so I didn't get it. 2 scoops vanilla MCT oil powder. I don't know what this dude's expecting from a southern state Kroger, but I couldn't find that. All I could find was liquid MCT oil, which it should be fine. It doesn't have the vanilla flavoring. It might taste worse, but we'll figure it out. A dash of cinnamon, which I have in the cabinet above me, and a pinch of sea salt. Now, I can't have that now because fasting, but I'm really thinking about making a cup of coffee because if I'm not mistaken, in the fasting section of this book, it said that I could have coffee. Spiritual, mental, physical, whatever. I just want food. Oh, by the way, I have 2 other videos up. One is an intro video. The other is me mukbanging with Taco Bell and talking about keto misconceptions. It was supposed to just be me talking about keto and what I expect from it and what I expect from this series, but it devolved into me screaming about media. Just media. If you want to go back and watch those. The mukbang is like 40 minutes long. I don't know how to cut it down shorter. I'll re-upload it if I do, but I'm not about to mess with that shit again. Black coffee and tea, caffeinated or decaffeinated with no fats added. About to get started on that. God, I need to get an actual camera. Why is it so zoomed? This, which I've had for about 2 years, and hopefully it's still good. I don't drink coffee, but apparently I'm finna learn today. The little cork mat. Wow. We just have to move all this shit off the stove so that I can brew some water. Boil water, what the fuck? Come on, man. Coffee made. Waiting for it to brew. So, God, I have to stop saying so. Why does it cut so many so's out of every single video? It is annoying. I'm gonna stop. Lunch. Before I go to work at around 2:30ish, I'm going to have avocado egg boat, which looks delicious. So you have an avocado, you cut her in half, you scoop out the extra, and then you drop an egg into the hole. And then you preheat the oven to 425. I should probably do that. Bake. Did that do it? It clicked. Ooh, we're in business. There's a lot of factors that are going to go into this avocado boat. You got half the avocado, you got the egg, and then you're wrapping it in bacon. So cut the avocado in half, remove the pit and skin, being careful to leave the fruit intact. Scoop some of the fruit out of the center so you have enough room for the egg. Place the avocado in a muffin tin with the center facing up. Do I have a muffin tin? Wait. Muffin tin. Crack the egg into the center and sprinkle with salt and pepper. Carefully lift the avocado and wrap it in 2 slices of bacon. Bake for 15 to 18 minutes or until the egg is cooked and the bacon is crispy. There are 2 extra eggs to go along with your avocado egg boat. And as you may have already been able to tell, I'm a lazy bitch. These extra 2 eggs, they're getting hard boiled. And I'm going to be making enough of these to last 6 days. So, dear God, I might just make 3. Because, the fuck was that? I might just make 3 because I don't want it to go bad. I don't want to heat it up and have the bacon. Ugh. I'm going to make 3 because I only work 3 days a week, and on the other days, I can, in theory, make the other 3 because I can't be bothered to cook 3 days in a row. Off camera, I'm going to take these avocados, and I'll slice them up, de-skin them, not eat one, no matter how much I want to, and I'll be right back. Okay, never mind. I'm making 4 because 2 avocados halved equals 4. And they look gross right now, but I'm going to get the bad spots out. And I'm also going to dig a bigger hole so that the egg will fit in better, especially that one on the top. Doesn't look like a big enough hole. Well, boys, this is what happens when you get large eggs and medium avocados. Change of plan. I'm doing 3 hard-boiled eggs and half an avocado. And I'm just going to eat it like that, with a side of bacon. Okay, so I managed to get 1, but I ain't doing it again. It ain't worth all this. I need some coffee. Yep. I need a camera. An actual camera. Not this fucking bullshit. I'm gonna give this a try. Oh, those coffee grounds are ancient. It is 6:21. I haven't eaten since about 6 yesterday. It's good. I'm going to hard boil the rest of these because I ain't fucking doing that again. This is a very similar thing that I used to do when I was vegetarian meal prepping, in that I wouldn't really eat a lot for the first meal of the day, and then I'd have a big lunch, a medium-sized lunch, and a big dinner. Eggs were a big part of my breakfast. I would have 2 hard-boiled eggs and maybe some overnight oats, and that's all that I would go on for the whole day, and I usually eat it after I worked out. So having eggs isn't a big deal. Having 3, for whatever reason, just the sight of that many eggs in a pot together, and they're going to be eaten within the next 6 days? Insanity. We're going to give it a shot. If I'm not eating bread, maybe I need more eggs. Who knows? Also, real quick, so the way I cook hard-boiled eggs, I got really, really tired of the shells always sticking to them and them always being rubbery. And then I realized, wow, I'm overcooking them. So what you do is you get them to a boil, which is going to take a pretty long time with all this water and all these eggs. And then you're going to cover them up, but take them off the heat and then leave them for 12 minutes. And that usually makes the shell fall right off. They aren't rubbery. Yeah, I used to just let them boil for a really long time, but apparently you're not supposed to do that. Maybe I have more of a soft boiled egg kind of dealio, because sometimes the middle of the yolk is not runny, but a different color, if that makes sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's a good way to eat eggs. It's a good way to cook eggs. Shaky camera out. So here's the bacon. So much easier than wrapping it around a fucking avocado. Starting to sizzle. And I had to cut it in half. And they said 2 strips a day, but I got these from like the raw meat section of Kroger, not like in a package. So they're pretty large. So I'm going to say that this is probably 3 days worth. And I'm just going to go with that. Yeah. I also put a bowl of ice in the freezer so that these bad boys, which need to be turned off, can have an ice bath when they're done. Move them back a bit. Alright. Here is the 1 egg boat I was able to make. From what I can tell, it might not be cooked all the way through. The egg still looks a little runny, but we'll see. But it was in there for like 25 minutes, so I don't know. Bacon looking mighty fine though. Here are the pieces that I already cooked. Here's our ice bath with our eggs. I'm gonna start peeling them and putting them in probably 2 separate containers because I doubt they'll all fit in one. Here are my eggs, all de-shelled and stuff. It's way better to peel them after 5 minutes in an ice bath, because otherwise the shell will start to adhere to the egg itself. These are actually really, really easy to peel because I didn't wait. Here's my dear egg boat in its natural habitat. This is the puddle of grease it was sitting in. I was wondering what that was. I was like, is that uncooked egg? Because that's impossible because it was really hot in that oven. And then it dawned on me that this much grease came out of the bacon. They were literally swimming in it. So it makes sense to deduce that this is just bacon grease, which is... Why is this the diet? Breakfast done. Now all I gotta do is remember to put some sea salt and some pepper, because in my last video I overemphasized how important whole salt granules are. Wow. Oh, and also the bed of spinach. The eggs are supposed to come on a bed of spinach, but I hard boiled all of them, so bite of egg, bite of spinach. Sounds good, but have to remember to get that out. Can't forget to get that out. Moving on to dinner. The idea was to taste test all of these. Can't right now. I'm on a fast. It's doing great. I definitely didn't lick my finger of avocado paste and go, dinner. I really need to get a camera for this. Okay, the next time I do any sort of cooking, I will have a real camera. I might not be able to get one this week. I might not be able to get one next week. But at some point, I will have saved enough money to buy myself at least the bare minimum of vlogging cameras. I don't want all my content to be vlogs, but even that video quality and sound quality will be better than this, and it'll have a tripod, so I can prop it up and angle it down so that you can see what I'm fucking doing, so that I don't have to stop and then start to, like, when the egg fell off the avocado, I was like, oh my god, that would have been funny to have caught. My mom did me dirty. My mom did me really dirty. She did my wallet good, but she did me dirty. Dinner. I think the coffee's setting in. Dinner shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the part of it that is bad is really bad, but other than that, it's fine. It's coconut crusted salmon with spring salad. Great. The salad is just spinach, romaine hearts, got both here, chop them up, put them in a sealable bowl, put that bowl in the fridge, cucumbers, tomatoes, you're golden. The salmon, however. In small wide bowl, combine coconut flour, coconut, unsweetened, no sweetener, parsley, crushed pork rinds. We're not southern enough to have actual pork rinds in Kroger. We're a little more bougie than that, but I found these spicy, hot, I don't know. The ingredients literally just say fried out pork fat with attached skin. And under carbohydrates, total carbohydrates, it says 0. And no sugar. So I'm assuming that it's fine. I like spicy food anyway. I hope the shit's spicy as hell. But you crush those up and it acts as breading, basically. We'll see. Stevia. I called it Stavia in the last video, and I watched it over to edit it, and I was like, Stevia. Garlic powder. Love me some garlic. Sea salt and pepper. Mix until they are well combined. You're making a breading powder. That's what it is. You're making a fucking breading powder. Over medium-high heat, melt the coconut oil and allow it to heat a minute or two. Coconut oil. I actually bought this on my vegetarian diet because I needed it for something. And then I read somewhere that coconut oil is horrible for you. And now I'm using it to fucking cook everything. I didn't use it to cook the bacon because didn't need to. Besides, my roommate got this, what the fuck is it called? Blue diamond enhanced ceramic non-stick pan. And I swear to God, gum would slide off this thing. It's great. Don't eat it. Might not use it for this. Meanwhile, dip the salmon in the coconut flour mixture, coating both sides well. Place the salmon in heated coconut oil. Skin side down. Allow it to cook about 5 minutes and then flip it. Continue frying it for another 5 to 6 minutes or until it reaches an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. You think I have a kitchen thermometer? You think I would use a kitchen thermometer? No. We're gonna eyeball it. And if it's a little bit rare, it's a little bit rare. That sounds like a disease. Remove the salmon from the oil and transfer to a plate. Place the greens, cucumbers, tomatoes, avocado oil, and apple cider vinegar in a bowl. Toss until well combined. Enjoy the salmon with a salad on the side. Sounds real good. Let's get started. This is the final product, so y'all at home can remake it if you want. We got in this powder, and this here, we have 1 tablespoon of coconut flour for 1 serving. I did it 6 times. So I did 6 tablespoons of this instead of 1. But if you just want to make 1, it's 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon unsweetened shredded coconut. 1 teaspoon dried parsley. I did like 3 because it was a lot of fucking parsley. Like, it was almost more than the flour when I stopped, and I was running out. Like, the container was almost empty, so I was like, I'm not doing 6. 1/2 ounce pork rinds crushed. I don't have a fancy mallet. My mom has a fancy mallet. I've used her fancy mallet to cook things before, and wish I had one, but I don't. But there are quite a few crumbs in there. I don't know how to measure 3 ounces of something. I don't know what 3 ounces looks like, so I just eyeballed it. These are the pork rinds, and I basically put them into this big-ish hole colander drainer thing, and I just crushed it with my hands and swirled it around, and they fell down like Christmas. It was nasty. My hand still feels oily. But if pork rinds are a good substitute for breaded things, that would be great. Because I'm going to miss breaded things. So I'm going to keep these just in case. I'm going to put them right up here next to the panko breadcrumbs I can no longer use. We'll see if it's good. And if it's good, I'll use them again. I completely forgot the garlic powder, sea salt, and pepper. And the stevia. Stevia. 1/2 teaspoon stevia. 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder. And sea salt and pepper to taste. That's what I did. Now you know all the ingredients for the powder. Now I just need to dip the salmon in it, hope that it sticks to the salmon, and cook the salmon over medium-high heat. And it does not say anything about wetting it in egg to make anything stick. Whenever I've breaded something, I have wetted it in egg to help the flour stick. But hopefully the fish is, wet enough. I'll make your fish wet. Oh no! Two hours later. Most adults probably already know this, but if you're going to get a huge fillet of salmon, like I did, with the skin intact, you might want to invest in some kitchen shears, because knives ain't gonna cut it. I tried this one, didn't work. I thought maybe they need some serrates. Maybe we need a serrated knife. That didn't work. So I finally had to resort to using my cross-stitching scissors. They now have fish guts on them. Yay! But look at those pretty fillets, though. Oh my god. The book says to bread the underside too, but I'm not gonna do that shit because who wants bread on the skin? Nobody's gonna eat the skin. If you eat the skin, you're a weirdo. So I'm gonna bread these and throw them in the pan. Here they are in the pan. They're gonna cook for 5 minutes, flip, and then cook for another 5 minutes. I'm very excited for the sweet, sweet aroma of burnt crumbs around them. That's gonna be great. And if I make this recipe again, I'm probably going to make a little bit of egg wash for them, just to help the breadcrumb stick, because that's some sad breading right there. I don't know what this dude is thinking, but that's not how you bread stuff. Things got very hectic and I forgot to document it all, but here's 2 of the salmon. They're the less burnt ones. The book says to heat your stovetop up to medium-high, and it burnt the shit out of the first batch of 3, but these 2 came out alright. This one is less burnt than the ones before. There's the chopped spinach and romaine, and there are the tomatoes and the cucumbers. The bottom of the tomato thing had some mold, so I tossed it, but these were already in there, so it's the only one that's getting tomatoes, because I was too scared to put it in anything else. And if it's moldy, I ain't gonna eat it. So if I get to work and I open this up and it's just full mold, I'll throw out the whole thing. Fuck it. Oh yeah, here's 3 of the more burnt ones. But yeah, just know, if you're gonna make this recipe, I'd say put it on medium 6 instead of 7, because that's medium high. But yeah, I need to make sure this thing isn't burning, so I'll be right back. Whew. Breakfast, jerry-rigged. Dinner, burnt. Not burnt to the point where I won't be able to eat it, but still not looking as good as I thought it would or as I wanted it to. And I think the pork rinds might have been an issue, or maybe the coconut flour, because it just burnt really, really fast. Or maybe the book says the wrong temperature, and maybe I should have let it cook slower. I said I was going to report anything that I'm feeling starting this diet and how I feel, and this won't be a surprise, but not eating for an entire day for the first time ever that I can remember doesn't feel too good. My stomach is grumbling, my brain is fried, I My eyebrows are up because I'm trying to keep my eyes open. And I'm gonna have to go to bed very soon. So right now it's not doing too great. Hopefully tomorrow morning when I drink that coffee mixed with MCT oil, coconut oil, a little bit of salt, whisk it all up because I ain't using a blender. I ain't cleaning it. Hopefully it will restore. I can't think. It'll restore my energy levels, at least enough to go for a run because tomorrow's run day. And I also need to make a video going through my weekly routine and maybe like showing a quick clip of everything that I do. That would be like a week in the making. Cooking vegetables is so much easier than cooking meat in every way. I am not half as stressed cooking a vegetarian meal as I was cooking this one. I also have not been more tempted to just eat the entirety of what I was cooking more than in this moment. But I didn't. Like I said before, I got a fingerful of avocado paste, and that's it. I usually eat like half of a cucumber that I chop up. I didn't this time. I made the whole salad without it. And incoming workout routine. Let's see what the keto coffee does tomorrow. I still have to clean the kitchen before Leslie gets home. Because, holy shit, it's a wreck. But, yep. Hopefully I'll be able to upload this soon. Bye!